family. I am Kara Deason. I am your Vice President of Real Estate here at Shell FCU. And today I am going to be answering some of your questions that have come in over social media and emails and things that is just general information that you guys have been asking about in order to get qualified for a mortgage loan. So we are coming up on our busy spring buying season, which is super exciting for those of you who are going to start looking to get into a new home. So we're hoping to be able to get some of these questions answered and be able to help you get that process started. Question number 3, how much do I have to put as a down payment? For down payment, so let's talk a little bit about what this is going to look like. How much are you going to need? Because that's always one of the biggest questions that we get is how much do I need to purchase a home? So when you're getting ready to purchase a home, there's going to be 3 different aspects that you're going to have to look at as far as those costs to close. You do have your down payment, then there's closing cost, and then there's what's called prepaid items. So your down payment is strictly just going to be the down payment of what you're putting down from that sales price. Here at the credit union, our minimum down payment is 3%. So it's going to be 3% of your sales price, and then that's what we can finance. So you're already starting off with knowing you're going to need 3% just for your down payment. Then you have closing cost. Closing costs are the fees that are actually associated with doing the mortgage loan. Here at the credit union, the only fee that we charge is a 1% origination fee, and that's 1% of your loan amount. All of the other fees associated with doing the loan are going to be the cost to get your loan completed. So you will have an appraisal fee. You'll have fees from the title company. The majority of the fees are going to be what is included with those title company fees, but you will get a breakdown of all of that at application so you can have a good estimate of what that may look like. A rule of thumb for closing costs is they're normally about 3% of your loan amount as well. So you have 3% for down payment and then 3% for closing cost. So now you're at a total of needing approximately 6% of your sales price for down payment and closing cost. That third bucket of costs that you will need to be prepared for are your prepaid items. What prepaid items are is the items such as daily interest for the month that you close. So interest for a mortgage loan is paid in arrears. So for the month that you close, interest is collected from the date of closing until the first of the following month. Then when you make your first payment, we collect interest for the month that you missed in between there. On top of the daily interest included in prepaid items is also funds collected for an escrow account for taxes and insurance. So with taxes and insurance, you will have to start an escrow account where we collect monthly in your payment, the monthly amount for taxes and for insurance, and that will go into almost like a savings account within your mortgage loan. And then each year, we will pay out the taxes and the insurance for you, and it's not something you have to pay on your own as you've been collecting for it over the whole 12 months of the last 12 months of your taxes and your insurance being due. So with that, that will all depend on how much are your yearly taxes and how much is the yearly insurance, and that's what we'll have to collect for those prepaid items. So that's not a solid number that we can give you, but we can use estimates for the properties that you're looking at, what's the typical taxes, what's the typical insurance, and give you a good idea of how much you may need. Sometimes starting off with just getting those numbers really helps homeowners prepare for purchasing a home because then you have an idea of where those costs are and how to start saving for it. Question number 4, how long is my pre-approval good for? So pre-approvals are typically good for 4 months or 120 days. That's how long your credit approval is good for. So as long as once we pull credit, we're good for 4 months, we'll issue that pre-approval and we just need to get you closed and funded prior to that credit expiring. If we start coming up and you find the perfect house and you get your contract and you only have 2 weeks left on your credit, we'll go ahead and pull an updated credit report so that way now we're good for an additional 4 months. So there's plenty of time to be able to get you closed and into your new home. One thing to keep in mind after you do have a pre-approval for a mortgage loan is to be very cautious of credit that you are using. Anything from increasing credit card debt to getting new loans, buying a new auto, anything that you change on credit could impact that credit approval. So you just want to be very cautious. Hold off on buying all the new furniture and the new appliances for your new home until we get you in and get you closed, so that way you don't have to accidentally go in and take advantage of those discounts for getting those new credit cards, but it impacts your credit approval. So just make sure to communicate with your loan officer and have those conversations on anything new that you may be adding to your credit. I hope we were able to answer some of your questions today. If you do have any other questions or if there's anything else that we can help you with, please feel free to give us a call, 713-844-1100, or visit one of our Deer Park branch where we can have one of our mortgage loan officers assist you with any questions that you may have. If you're ready to take the leap and you're ready to get your pre-approval process started, I recommend going to shellfcu.org and applying for the mortgage loan through the website. Or you may schedule an appointment to visit one of our mortgage loan officers at the Deer Park branch, and they can get that pre-approval started for you that way. Thank you again, and I hope everyone has an amazing day.